Hello and welcome to Tabletop 24. I'm Alan.
I'm Brian.
Thank you for joining us for this playthrough of Pandora Celeste. You may have already seen our preview video, which is going to go into the rules in a little bit more depth. But for this playthrough, we're going to pick up the rules as we go. And we're going to explain a few bits of what we're doing so you can actually get a feel of the gameplay. But if you want some more sort of knowledge about those rules, do check out that preview video. But we don't explain all of the rules because Pandora Celeste does have a campaign element to it, which unlocks different things as you go through it. So we don't really want to spoil too much. And with that in mind, we're not going to spoil too much as we go through today because we are just going to do the prologue mission. First thing to obviously say is that this is a prototype copy, so it's not indicative of the final copy that is going to be available through the crowdfunding campaign. So check out the links in the description below for that campaign to see what the updates are and what the sort of final product may look like and what some of the extra components may look like from there. In Pandora Celeste, we will have a scenario which Brian's going to introduce to us in a second, where we're going to be trying to solve a problem that's on board the ship, much like most of the scenarios, and we're going to be using our characters to walk through the ship with our decks to essentially meet the objective. So with that, Brian, tell us what's going on.
So we're going to do the prologue, which is called Waking Up's So Hard to Do. Alert, alert! You wake up in the cryo chamber, groggy from the deep sleep of hyperspace, to find the ship's computer sounding the alarm. All crew to the ISO ward, proceed with haste. You roll your eyes and grin. Sounds like Science Officer Kenny is running another one of her drills. Whoever gets to the sickbay first will be rewarded with one of Kenny's happy pills, and Kenny's pills make you feel very happy. If you could run right now, you'd run. Instead, you try to balance on wobbly legs, weak from light years of frozen hibernation, and stagger into the changing rooms. You're in a race to the sickbay. The first crew member to enter the sickbay wins the race and immediately ends the game. Okay.
So we then normally go into the setup instructions where we place some of the tokens and everything like that. But we've already done that for this scenario. And one thing to take a look at first off is some of these areas are blocked off. So we're not going to be able to actually get through some of these doors because, well, that's not part of the mission. The other thing to bear in mind is this is only going to be taken over one round. Now, that's purely because that's what the prologue is designed for. Yeah. That's the scenario. That's we're trying to get to that
sickbay here,
sickbay.
Through these rooms here.
Yeah, which is going to give us a taste of a flavour about what's going on. And we may discover some things
along
as
the way.
we go. So, Brian playing as Fly Girl, and one of the things this is the game does play up to 6 players, so you can play it true solo with just one character. You can do what we're doing, playing multi-handed if you've only 2 of you, or you can go all the way up to triple-handed if there is 2 of you, or play it with multiple people. We've chosen for this playthrough so you can get a bit of a flavour, because each character comes with their own sort of asymmetric deck. We've chosen to pick the 4 characters that were available to us. So.
Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to wake up. What I'm going to do is going to walk next door. I'm going to pick something up. Now, in the prologue, if I take my character, there she is. She's going to walk next door. The minute I walk through the door, these hidden tokens are revealed. So that reveals a crowbar. And then these are memories 13 to 14, which you can pick up from this deck. But I'm going to use the pickup action. In the prologue, it allows you to use a pickup action in the changing rooms in order to go through your discard and pick up your NRG pills, which allow you to later pick up more cards. So I'm going to take that out of my deck, put it in my hand.
And because we're going to be on the clock for this essential prologue, which is going to be 1 round, we want to make sure we've got those pills to.
You do, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 5 rooms to move, and you don't necessarily have 5 movement.
No, so I think most you've got available is 4 movement, and yeah, you're going to need those.
I think we're all doing the same thing. So Skins is going to do the same thing. He's going to move next door and pick up his NRG pills as well. So they're just here. Okay, that goes back in my hand.
And now you may have already noticed that Skins energy pills have 3 icons on, whereas Fly Girls has only got.
So that's
2.
an example of some of the asymmetry within the card decks.
Yeah. So we're going to go straight on to cargo now, and we could pick up, but I think I'm going to have to. Now, the only negative of using this pickup is it comes with that sneak. So you will have seen that on the cards that Brian's played. That sneak might come in handy a little bit later, but we're gonna use it now. So we're gonna do exactly the same, where we're gonna move into that room and we're gonna pick up our pills to enable us to do it.
Now, of course, you can use your pills then to pick the same card back up again that you've just played.
Yes.
So that's one benefit of picking up those pills.
Now, you may notice with our deck at the moment that I've played one card on top and the other 4 from my discard pile are face down. That would come into play when we go into the next phases of the round, which we're not really going to be doing in this prologue mission because of the noise that we're going to be making. So it is relevant and we're playing this correctly, but just bear that in mind if you are looking to go into further scenarios. So I just need to move cargo over, and then I'm going to have a quick look at Cap. So Cap's got pretty much the same things. I'm going to use mine a little bit different. So I'm going to play my move card. Now, again, this has got a different icon on it, which allows us to go into the vents. We're not using the vents in this scenario. So I'm going to use the other option available to me, which is to move. So I'm also going to move, but I'm not picking up or doing anything there.
Okay, so I think what Flagel was going to do is she's going to leave those memories behind and the crowbar. She doesn't care too much about that. She's got some fighting skills herself, so she's going to think she's kind of capable. Look after herself. She's going to move to the next room and then maybe use a fight icon if needed. So she's going to move next door. She's right at the bottom of the pile. There you go. Okay, these flip over. And then we've got a memory and another memory and oh, there's a nasty. Yeah.
So we're going to get
number 4.
Number 4 out. So number 4's come out onto the row.
Now the nasty won't attack me unless either I attack it and miss, or if I try and leave the room without sneaking. But I am going to attack it because I've got an attack icon and I don't like having nasties on my ship. So I only use my fists. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the nasty action deck, flip over the top card, and look at the bottom bubble. So hit. So that means I've hit the creature, and it takes 1 wound. So we take a wound token, place it on the nasty. It's got 2 wounds, so it's not dead yet. The good thing is because I hit it, it doesn't hit me back. So and that was my action. So that's good. Skins now. Skins is going to he's going to pick up one of the memories, I think. So he's going to play the pickup card. And what I've got there, 14 and 13. So look in the memory deck. 13 allows him to make a dodge and a move, and 14 allows him to make an attack and a move. I think I'll take the attack and the move. I'll put that in my hand and place these back in the memory deck.
Okay, so going on to cargo, and I think we're going to go and dig through our discard pile. Now, the benefit of playing these could be that we're going to pick up some extra cards that elongates our round, but also the negative could be that we're actually adding more noise to our deck. So we're going to have a quick look at what's available to us. And do you know what? I'm gonna pick up my noisy sprint card, and I'm gonna pick up a sneak card. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pick up the sneak card. So our pills will go back on top, and we've got that there. So that was Cargo's turn. Cap's in that other room now. And what Cap's going to do, he's going to use his special card, which is a Jack of all trades, which enables us to essentially have a wild basic action. And that basic action we're going to do is pick up, and we're going to pick up Cap's pills for use next round.
Okay, so I have a choice now. I can try and attack the monster again, although I haven't got a fighting ability. So I can either pick something up, or I can try and move, or I can go into my deck. I think I'm going to go to my deck because I need more move cards if we're going to win the race. So, although I have a feeling, thinking about it, that one of these memories is a good one. Yes, this memory allows me to understand the layout of the ship a lot better. So I'm actually going to spend my pickup action, pick up action number 16, so take that off the board. Yeah, and that would give me a double move 2 times, so I can move 1, 2, then 3, 4. So I'm going to hopefully use that to win the game.
Watching you.
If I don't get attacked first. Skins is in the other room. So, well, he's going to come and help out because he's going to move into this room here, and he's going to attack. So he's going to walk into here. He's going to attack the nasty. So again, if we flip over a nasty action card, look at the bottom number. So that's a hit. So I get another wound token, place it on the nasty. It now equals its wounds. So that is killed. So that comes off the nasty tracker area.
And it also
The nasty on the board comes off the board and goes into the pool.
Okay, so those.
And yeah, that goes.
I think now we've got, because we've got a shuffle, so we're going to shuffle that nasty deck. So those hits might not be available to us anymore.
Well, that's true. Well, they might come back to the top of the deck again, so that would be good.
You might be lucky, you might be not be lucky. Let's stick that back on there. So Cargo's turn now. Cargo. What are you going to do? You're all the way back there. Well, it seems you got rid of that nasty. I'm going to spend my sneak. And did you pick up the crowbar?
No, I didn't.
No. I'm going to pick up the crowbar.
Yeah, so there's the crowbar icon.
So I picked up that, which enables me to pick up the crowbar. Now, I can either put that in my discard pile, face down, because we've picked it up and we don't need it, therefore not making any noise with it. But do you know what? I think it's going to come in handy to potentially smack stuff. So we're going to load it into my available tool slot to use it. Now, to use the tool, you need to be able to spend one of the relevant 3 icons that are on it in order to activate it. This crowbar will be used to break open any locked door on the ship, not safes, or used to attack for 1 damage using the top hitbox of a card. So might be useful soon.
Okay.
And I sneak. And then Cap. Cap is going to go delving into his deck, or should I say discard pile, and we're going to have a quick look. And I think we're gonna try and see if we can be a little bit more versatile, a little bit more quicker. So we're also going to pick up a couple of those extra movement. See if we can beat Fly Girl to the, not to the punch. I think that might be a bit too much, but to the sick bay.
Okay, so I'm going to just go for it. The monster's now been the nasty's been defeated in this room, so I'm gonna run straight for the sick bay and see how far I get. So I'm going to do my card there, which allows me to do 2 double moves. So the first one is here. Now, as soon as I go into that room, reveal the token here. Oh no, it's a nasty, number 3.
Let's stick number 3 out.
At this point, I can change my mind and not complete my moves if I think that might hurt me. But you know what? I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to leave the room. I'm going to go to the next room, and as I do so, the nasty attacks me.
Yeah, so the nasty's going to give you a try. Well, potentially give you a good old slap.
Because it's a little nasty.
Yeah, we're going to be using the bottom.
Yeah.
When it's a hit.
It's a hit. Okay, so that means I've got a choice here. I'm going to take a wound. I can either pick the wound from my my hand, which is one of these 2 cards. I can pick it from the top of my deck, which is empty. Or I can pick it from the top of my my discard pile, essentially. That's still in play, I guess. So it'll be that card. Do you know what? I'm going to discard this from top of my discard deck, and I'll tuck it behind my board here. I've got 7 wounds. I think all the characters are 7 wounds. So on the 8th wound, you'd be dead, and we'd lose the campaign or lose the game. So yeah, so that's my second move. Oops, where's it gone? There. I've now got 2 more moves. Oh no, there's another token in here. So flip that over. Oh, it's another nasty. Okay, this isn't looking good.
Nasty number 2.
I've made a mistake here now because this door here to the sick bay is actually a red door. It needs a code unlock to open it. I don't have a code unlock on this card.
So you've just run into a dead
end. So I've run into a dead end. I can't go into the galley because it's locked. I can go back into the crew corridor, but then I'll get attacked by the other nasty. So I think what I'll do is I'm
just gonna
show a bit more caution. I'll abandon my game and stop there.
Okay. Cool. So what Skin's gonna do?
Skins is going to delve into his deck and pick out 3 more cards, I think. So those are my top ones, and these are the bottom ones. Let's have a look what I'm going to do. He'll take a movement, and a triple movement and a punch, and then a code unlock, I think. So he'll take those. Okay,
Cool. So we're going on to cargo now. Now, I don't want to use my triple move because I don't want to end up in the same place as Fly Girl. But I also need to sort of get a shift on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move and I'm going to use my crowbar. So I'm going to move into the next room. I'm going to then attempt to attack number 3 with my crowbar because I've got this extra icon. And so I'm going to flip a card and I get a hit. So number 3 will take a wound token, which will go on here. So I've done 1 damage to that one, and what we'll do is we place that card over the top. And we'll place that card over there, so to indicate that we've used it.
Yeah, and you can use it again with another card, and then you place a second card on top, and then when you come to count up noise, you just count the cards, how many red cards you've got there.
Cool. All right, so that's taken a swing at that one. Cap's lagging behind here. He's really struggling.
He's got a gammy leg apparently.
Has he got a gammy leg?
He's got a gammy leg. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna move 2 rooms. So I think I spotted an error in one of my. No, I haven't. No, the command is slightly different. So I've just moved 2 rooms. I'm just trying to catch up with everybody. That's
okay. So I'm going to go for it. I think I've got an unlock and a move. I will get attacked as I leave, but I'm going to take the hit because I feel like I'm pretty tough. So I'm going to play my code unlock. That allows me to open the door. So it moves to the side. And then I'm going to move out of the room into the sick bay. So as we go, I get attacked.
Get rid of that one. And you get another
hit. So I discard a card. I'm going to discard this top one. I'll place it under there. But I've now entered the sick bay, so we get to read the conclusion text in the mission and see what happens. And let's go. Okay. The door slides open and you stagger through it, breathing hard. What's left of Science Officer Kenny lies at the other end of the sickbay. She's covered in multiple pods that appear to be growing out of her, jamming open the door to the ISO ward. One of them is opening. Oh my God, you cry, looking at what they've done to Kenny. A bug the size of a fist clambers out of a pod and begins scuttling towards you. And there we are.
So that brings us to the end of the very first mission in the campaign for Pandora Celeste. Like I say, we've covered a few of the actions off. Fly Girl ran away with it, and we've gone to see a little bit more of that story that's sort of adapted. Now, fans of those sci-fi films that are sort of referenced here will know roughly what's going to be happening and what's going to be going on for that. And that leads us on to how are we going to deal with that next scenario? How are we going to be focusing to deal with that pods? Because those pods are going to interact slightly differently.
Yeah.
We've seen a couple of these bugs that have come out. The pods are going to be slightly different because they're not going to move, but they're going to be generating some stuff. And that's probably as far as I want to go with spoilers, really.
Yeah.
Apart from what you may have noticed as we've gone through deck, obviously there's some extra tools that are sitting on the top. We've barely touched
the tool. Yeah, the
tools.
Ship deck. Yeah.
We've barely touched any of the memories. So there's a lot more sort of variabilities we're going to explore.
Yeah. When you get to the vents, you can explore the vents, and you basically would use your couch token on top of the vents like this to move around. And there's a vent deck as well. There's things in the vents to find, things in the vents that might find you, and then you can move around the ship through the vents and maybe get a shortcut, maybe avoid some of these doors that are closed. So there's quite a lot to look forward to.
Okay, so thank you for watching along with that playthrough. If this sounds like something that you'd like to check out, do look at that link in the description below that will take you to the crowdfunding page to check out everything that's going on with that. Give it a back. Check out the other videos from our channel, and we'll see you on the other side of the void. Take care.
Goodbye.